Hello. Good evening. Oh man, chat's already popping. Hello. I was not expecting there to already be people in chat. How is everybody doing on this fine Tuesday? Gonna fill up my drink before we get started. I mean, you know, who knows? Sometimes messages get hidden. Sometimes stuff doesn't happen. Sometimes stuff gets blocked and YouTube doesn't tell me because YouTube's a bitch. You know? I take everything in chat I see for granted. I don't crack enough cold cans of soda around with you guys anymore. So I haven't so far, Dakota Doyle, because I've actually been waiting for more quests to open. Like, I specifically wanted to wait until stuff was actually, like, open so I could, like, blitz through a bunch of stuff. Which is why I was planning to stream twice this week, and I was considering doing FGO for both of them. I knew I was starting Atlantis this week, so as you've seen, that's Thursday's stream. But originally Atlantis was supposed to be today's stream. And I decided I needed to get some videos out, and that was going to take away from, like, reading time that I potentially had for Yuga Kshetra. Since Nick Nack said I have to read Yuga Kshetra before I start Atlantis. Which is fine. Okay, whatever. I don't know why my camera's fogging out at the top of the... Hang on. Do a little adjusting. Yeah, it is fogging out a little on the top edges, but not too bad. I'll maybe figure that out later. It's definitely not smoke. But yeah, no, I haven't gone back to the event because I've been waiting for stuff to open up. Because it was really annoying that there was like nothing available last time. So. We have the benefit of there being a lot of things available this time. Wait, what? I'm curious. So what do you mean? Oh, so that's what happens if you clear the chapters. Okay. Oh, that's nice. It kind of tells you what you're gonna get out of stuff. Yeah. Oof. Man, I know Avalon the Phase long because that's a lot of quartz. Oh man, it goes all the way up, doesn't it? Oh, okay. So it only goes up to Nahui Mictlan. Okay. Yeah, no, that's actually really cool. I like that a lot. That actually might be one of my favorite features they've added, besides when you're in leveling up and ascension screens and it gives you the little where can you get these specific materials and stuff, and you can like click through to them. That's the other major update that we've had this year that I've really liked in terms of like actual like features to help. I really like that one too. Okay. Yeah. So, you know, that's super, super nice. Um, which, by the way, Knickknack is going to be joining us, I think, on Discord a little bit later tonight, since he knows that I'm not doing a big reading stream. Which is fun. I'm excited to start Atlantis on Thursday. Like, I genuinely am. I had a lot of fun making the Atlantis thumbnails today. Obviously the first one's up. There's not huge, the thumbnails are all the same, I just changed the numbering in each individual thumbnail, but I had a lot of fun getting all the little character sprites to kind of like line up and be similarly sized, and you know, it's obviously it's not like super visible, but it was a fun thing that I got to do, so you know, and I'm very excited with the array of servants that's going to be present across Atlantis. Because I think there's going to be some really fun servants to have interactions with. Which is, you know, a really big thing for me. Love me a good servant interaction. I really gotta finish upping Domon's skills. I think that's a goal. By the way, let me know if the game volume is too high or too low. Because I think I can adjust that. I know I can adjust that, I'm just... You know. But yeah, the roadmap feature's cool. Kind of gives me like a guess of like where I'll be at in terms of like... But it doesn't include the quartz I get for finishing the story chapters, it looks like. So I'm still getting like another 10 on top of that for each chapter I finish. I assume, because those aren't story rewards, those are, like quest rewards, you know? At least that's what I'm assuming. No, because one of them has just said 1. And one of them said, like, 15. And I was like, it can only be 15 if it's including the 10 that you get after, if there are only 5 nodes in the whole chapter. And I don't think there are, like, besides Tunguska, you know? Don't think that's the case. Nice. Yeah, that's what I assumed. But yeah, although with as big as the chapters are going forward, it's not as if I'll be moving through them very quickly. I'm sure Atlantis is going to take me a fair amount of time to get through. And I've got to figure out how to play in my streams so that I'm actually making a fair amount of progress. It might mean moving to like some weekend stream days so I can, you know, maximize on a longer stream. Since weekday evenings doesn't necessarily give me the most freedom in terms of length of a stream. Yeah, I saw Avalon Lefay was worth like 40 quartz all on its own. Wait, no. 6 would be Olympus. Avalon Lefay is 7. Or 7 or 8. Yeah, because 5 is Atlantis, 6 is Olympus. I don't know, it looked like Avalon Lefay was longer. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's... Okay, alright. That's gonna be interesting. Ooh, okay. Hmm. Interesting. Might have to switch up the way I guess I wouldn't really, it wouldn't necessarily be... Oh, I get... You know what, that does give me a question. I need to Google something. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. It's still titled Lost Belt number 5, but there's the Dreadnought Gods and then Interstellar Mountainous City Olympus. Okay, so there are two separate, like, title cards for it. That's what I needed. Because I make the thumbnails based off of the title cards. Yeah. I just didn't know if they... Because I was pretty sure 6 was Avalon LaFay and 7 was Nahui Mictlan, but I wasn't sure about the numbering convention because I know that technically Atlantis and Olympus are, like, connected, but not exactly the same thing. So that makes sense. Yeah, so 6 is Avalon, and 7 is Nahui Mictlan, like I expected. Okay. That makes sense. There's not too many servants in Atlantis Olympus that I don't know, actually, because I was pulling, obviously, servant sprites for the image. Because there was one servant I didn't know in Yuga Kshetra. There's 2 servants I don't know in Atlantis Olympus. Which isn't bad at all. You know? Yeah, this is not nearly enough for a... Nope, there's 2 servants I don't know. I don't know how prevalent both of the servants are, but I pulled the list of servants included in the chapter to get all the sprites I needed, and there's 2 I don't know. So. But then again, the list I pulled it doesn't clarify like who's like an actual major character and who maybe only gets seen like once or twice. So I mean, you know. That's its own separate thing. I haven't looked at LB6 yet. I'll see when I look at the list for it when I'm making the thumbnail, but that's a ways out. I'm not super concerned about it. Yeah, I did. Last time. I'm pretty sure you were here on stream last time when I grabbed them. At least I thought you were. Maybe I'm wrong. But I definitely grabbed a couple. There we go. I still need to go in and grab CEs and stuff, but... you know. Yeah, I think there were a few I didn't get, but I got like 2 or 3 of them. I'm sure I'll get them as I go. Ah, yes, this is the one where I face up against Fionn. Suck it, my dude. I think we're probably just gonna run this node a bunch of times. And then go and trade in our, and then we'll go trade in our, for the love of God, chests, that's it. We'll probably go through a couple of apples, and then we'll go trade in our chests and see where we're at. Yeah. See how much further we can get. Oh, I mean, we're just gonna be cycling that the whole time anyways. Basically just run a mission a bunch of times, and then trade in chests, and then run more missions. Yep. I just don't know if I have enough currency for them right now. So I'll check when I go looking for when I go to turn in chests. Definitely overfilling, but it doesn't really matter. Because it's an AoE! Oh, a statue. Aww. Da Vinci as the little loading thing is so cute. I don't know why it's showing the loading thing now when it wasn't showing it, you know, like last week when I was playing, but who knows? Who knows? Some servants are just so overpowered in the context of these fights. And I know it's because these aren't like super high level fights and there's like damage bonuses, but like goddamn is Ibuki just wiping the fucking ground with these fights. And I love that for her. She does have 230% damage boost, so at least what I was seeing in the little event damage bonuses. Probably just because she's a summer servant, I would assume. Yeah, Ibuki is just fantastic. Oh, there we go. More bond. Okay. It's our last repeat, and then we'll go check the store. Because I'll have to use an apple on our next mission. Yeah, Ibuki's fantastic, though. I don't even care that she's broken. I mean, I deeply care that she's broken, but only because she makes my life easier by being broken. Because Lord knows Ibuki is, like, part of the reason why I got through a lot of other grinding stuff, too. It's rare when Ibuki is not incredibly helpful. Oh, Jesus. Dang. That's unfortunate. Tamamo will not hit hard enough to make that a one hit round. Be nice if she did, but well, Koyan, not Tamamo. I'm in dodgy brain. That would be nice, Dakota Doyle, but unfortunately, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Because she's not in any of the upcoming things I'm doing, so... I mean, technically she's second string on my Destiny order, so like, you know, in theory, maybe I'd put her there, but, you know. She's still second place on my Destiny order. Nah, because my first place on my Destiny order is God Juna. Yeah. I'm looking at my Destiny order right now. My first place is God Juna. I've got like 3 picks for every single class except for Assassin, where I only have 1. I don't even know what I can use Solar Hide for. I don't know why I'm getting that one in specific. I heard that there was a change, but I don't know what the change is because I'm not really. Hey, what was that? Nice. What do you get me? Nice. So does that mean you get 2 Destiny orders? One for... Oh, one for standard, one for extra classes. Okay. Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, I kind of... Yeah, because my extra 1, extra 2 is a little... It's a little funky in there because it's kind of a mix of... You know... everything. So I wouldn't say no to that being... I would be quite happy with that. Especially because I think that gets me down to like 1 ruler at the moment. Which is nice. Okay. Alright. Which CEs do I need to be looking for, guys? Because is it this one? It's this one, right? Sink Deeper? I see the treasure maps. But Sink Deeper is the CE, right? Yeah, okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, that gives me another... Okay. Yeah, I need to earn a little bit more for that. Okay. It's a comma. Okay, alright, I'll grab that other comma that I saw. Not a lot of commas. It's unfortunate. Okay, alright, now... I don't suppose there's an event bonus option in here. Oh, wait. Event... Okay, no. Oh, okay. Well, that did help, so. Alright. I need chests, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, buddy, I don't really use your charge. Yeah. Is that Ocean Flyer what? The increase attack strength. Yeah. But here's the thing, I'm not really relying on my servants to do the attacking right now. So at least while I'm grinding, I think it's better for me to have multiple of the other event CEs because I'm relying on other people's servants to do like the bulk of the work. Yeah. That's the thing. I'd switch someone out for like a lower, but I do kind of want to keep the bond going on Estrella for sure, so yeah. I wasn't really going to use my Summer Melu, I'm just going to keep... Oh, that's fair. But for now, I think I'm just going to keep Ibuki farming, just because that's working pretty well for me at the lower levels. I don't really need to bump it any further, you know? Does that mean it's not more effective the more you use? Because I remember that the bonus drop CE during the Tamlin Cup was stackable, I thought. Does Sink Deeper not... Does it work per servant you have it on, or like per party? I would assume that it would work per servant because you're giving up the space in your... You know, you're giving up the cost space.
So,
Hi. You want to answer the question I just asked?
I don't know what question you just asked. I haven't looked at anything to do with the stream yet. I am pulling things up now.
Oh, okay. The question was, I assume that, you know, the Sink Deeper CE? That it increases your chest drop rate?
Yeah.
Does it work per servant you have it equipped to, or per party?
Yes, everything is per servant you have it equipped.
Okay, that's what I thought. Alright. That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, Chad is right, guys. It does cap. It will cap, but it does work. Like, every servant adds more percentage.
Yeah, that's fine. Right now I need that more than I need a damage bonus to my own servants. You know?
Yeah, depending on where you're at in the event, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Like, once you get to the 90++, that can make a difference. The damage bonus can make a difference, but the chest bonus is definitely more important early on, especially.
Yeah. How you doing, Nick Nick?
I'm doing well.
Valid.
Yeah, I pulled up stream, but my stream's frozen for you. There we go.
That's not my fault.
No, that was my fault.
Okay. I was gonna say, the stream is not frozen on my end.
Change that to live chat. There we go.
Ugh. We were talking about going into Atlantis a little bit earlier. How there's only technically out of the list of all servants included in Atlantis, right? Which I had to look up to do the thumbnail the way I wanted to do it. There's only 2 I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Well, and there was one servant I didn't know in Yuga Kshetra too.
Yeah. I mean, every chapter's gonna have a couple of those.
Chat thinks there might not be anyone in Avalon Lefay, I don't know.
Yeah, thanks to that King Arthur video, they might be right. Let me go run through that in my head real quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you know everyone in Avalon Lefay.
That'll be the first chapter, or first Lost Belt I know everyone in, I think. No, I knew everyone in Anna.
There's gonna be NPCs I didn't necessarily fold into any Sekiri acts, so they don't really matter as much.
Yeah, I did know everyone in Anna, though. I think.
Yes, I believe.
Yeah, so the first one since Anna that I've known everyone in. I'm assuming that when people so I think it was either Tacos or Frost messaged in the Discord last night being like Seki might be rolling on something. I'm assuming that was because I think I saw Ptolemaeus go on raid up.
Potentially.
But also, I don't know Ptolemaeus, so... did you see what I said about it?
No, I don't think I did.
I said ignorance is bliss for today's Seki and something to cry about for tomorrow's Seki.
I have a comment, but for your sake and for the chat's sake, I'm gonna not make it.
Okay, it was 0, yeah. But because like the thing is, I'm almost positive that I know I'm going to want Ptolemaeus at some point. But we haven't done Ptolemaeus yet. So I'm not gonna say I want Ptolemaeus yet. Okay. I don't have any allies.
I'm gonna shoot you a message in the Discord real quickly.
Oh dear. Okay. In what Discord?
Just a private chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't particularly want to say aloud, but...
Oh boy. Okay. I've never had to use Canis before. Oh! Well. Well. Like I said, today's ignorance is tomorrow's pain. It's not a problem. Oh, Ibuki's break bar? Okay, I'll break Ibuki's break bar next then. See if I can end the fight there. Ooh. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Canis is nice. Knick-knack. I do like Canis. Does it end when I break that? It does. No, it doesn't. What? Oh, she leaves, but I still have the fucking Kintoki.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy kill.
I know, I'm just, you know. It's a good thing I popped that guts skill I didn't think I'd need. Beautiful.
So the farming treating you?
I wanted to wait till more nodes were unlocked, so. This is my first time back.
Oh, that's fair.
Cause it just, like, I know that I could have just sat there farming points, but like, it was a little irritating that like nothing was open, you know? So. Fuck off. I like Canis. I do not appreciate being forced to use her on her own. Knick-knack. I hate this.
Be a baby.
I don't like this. Alright, buddy. Oh, fuck you! I don't appreciate that. It's okay, I'm gonna commit aggravated assault on Jekyll and Hyde.
It's okay. Jekyll and Hyde sucks anyway.
I think he's dead now. He really needs an animation update. And a better NP.
A lot of things.
Hmm?
He needs a lot of things.
Well, yes, I was trying to be polite about it. But he basically needs a whole revamp. Like, Jekyll and Hyde could be such a powerful servant, you know? And he's just not. It's very disappointing. What in the... Sorry, what were you saying?
The problem is the best use case for him has a million other things that also are good in use case that people far more likely use. Like Rail Fronts, which is a mode we haven't had in over 4 years in JP, and he's okay. And then in the Grand Duel, but every Berserker pretty much is good in Grand Duel, or every assassin.
Yeah.
Well, he's a fun assassin using Grand Duel because he just suddenly becomes Grand Berserker.
Okay,
I'm doing some farming in FGOJP right now, and today's grinding node is the actual worst. I'm sure it's easier if I wait for the event to play out a little bit more, but like the missions it unlocks, like you can do one enemy at a time for that mission, and it wants you to kill like 25 of them. You know, I'm 99% sure there's going to be a better node to do this later, but
fair. Oh, I hate it when it tells me who I'm using, because then I have to read skills, knick-knack.
good.
No, not good. Disgusting. Disgusting! Yeah, these are all servants I like, and I don't mind. Also, they work surprisingly not terribly together, so I'm not actually upset about using them. It is nice to be able to use 3 servants I don't have, knick-knack, that I like. Oh, I forgot that was an AoE. Okay. Statues! Statues! I'm so desperate for fucking statues.
Are they not in the event shop?
They are. I haven't bought anything from the event shop that isn't maps and CEs. Yeah. Let me go look. Yeah, because I think yeah every one, but I need to earn a ton of pirate steins and a lot of sabers, which is fair. Alright, what's my next... Oh, 14,000. That's not bad. There we go. I do wish that it would let me just like pump like 10 golden apples into my AP, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then just go at it. Because I do think that that would be much faster if I didn't have to constantly click to refill the AP, you know, in between.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get, like, the thing is, like, they charge so much AP for these that you get, like, 3... You farm 3 and then you have to, like, refill, you know?
I mean, it's 2 taps.
I know, but still. It's a quality of life update that they could do to implement. Then again, it's not necessarily a problem unless you're doing free quests or like event farming. Free quests
and if you were to
kill
introduce
me.
that, there's a chance that you would accidentally tap too many apples at once, and now you can't naturally regen AP.
Yeah. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Whatever. Gross. Hey, Knick-Knack, you know what these enemies kind of look like?
Hmm.
The Scorpion King.
Yeah, I see it.
Except I think their animation is probably better.
Maybe a little bit.
I just watched a YouTube podcast about how the Scorpion King is like the unsung hero of the Mummy trilogy. And I don't know how to feel about it. Because it feels very wrong, doesn't it?
Maybe a little bit like rock glazing.
So is it 10th Annie this year or next year?
For NA, it's next year. This year is 9th Annie in NA.
That's what I thought. You know what event I miss? The Tamlin Cup.
It's just a basic lotto.
I know, but I miss it. Nice.
You just miss it because it had a damage bonus on Morgan and Melusine, so it was a lot easier to clear the farming quests without sports.
I know, it was wonderful. I went up like 80 levels during that event. It was great. Let me long for the things that I enjoyed.
Well, this particular event rerun, fun fact, was actually a fandom.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like the way that this event is going too. So I need to like dedicate some time over the next week to just sitting down for like a couple hours a day and like tapping away at my phone, you know. And that's harder to do than it used to be for me.
Well, unlike the Tamlin Cup, the time gates actually affect you.
Yeah. The Tamlin Cup
was just farm when you want to, and there's kind of a story that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, well, and I don't think I didn't really do the story at all in the Tamlin Cup.
You might tap through it.
Yeah. I just farmed the nodes mostly. Yeah, unfortunately, Dakota Doyle, I've had like a lot of free time lately while I've been doing like things for the channel and things around the house. And so I've actually like caught up on a lot of things that I've been meaning to binge. That's the unfortunate part here, is that like I don't actually have a huge backlog of stuff to binge at the moment. You know, Knick Knack?
Yep.
I'm caught up on Hermitcraft. And I'm never caught up on Hermitcraft, but I am officially caught up on Hermitcraft. I'm so caught up on Hermitcraft, I'm most of the way through Season 7 Grian's POV.
I mean, you could do what I sometimes do next time you have if there's an event going on. I don't know if there'll be one. I don't know what you have edited or not edited. Next time you're editing something really stupid simple like the channel podcast, just farm FGO while you're sitting there, sitting through it.
That's true. That's true. I don't have.
That's like I can't necessarily do that for any other type of video. For channel podcast, I can do that for.
Regrettably, I actually don't have any channel podcasts in the backlog.
I didn't think so. We're pretty caught up on those.
That's the other thing. We don't really have much of a channel backlog anymore. We have some videos that need to come out this week that are done, but like I'm not going to drop them all in one day at the same time, you know?
What you talking about? We could totally drop half the Lost though off the shelves on the exact same day.
I dropped 2 this week, and I think that's enough. There's other stuff I need to upload.
Yeah, the next event is the Draco rerun.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I don't think I'll play that more than casually for Satanta coins.
And the problem is, I don't think the Satanta coins can be bought until the until after the story of the event is completed.
Oh. Wait, but didn't I know I completed that event before. I just don't remember what it was like.
It's not that big a deal. You can always just buy the coins in the leaf shop if you have extra leaves at some point. You really want to do anything with
true.
Satanta
Yeah,
like
because I can just get him there. Never mind.
that. But it saves you leaves to do the event too.
Yeah. But like what I mean is I probably won't be grinding that event, you know? At least not like grinding, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember Lilim Harlot, like, vaguely. I know I played through it, I think I didn't care much while I was playing through it. I was just clicking, like, tapping my way through just to get it done.
Eventually, I'm going to have you read that event. It's not an official main interlude, but it does involve stuff that's, like, actually very story relevant, so.
That's fair.
But that's not going to be for a while, not till next year at minimum.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, technically, like, in time, isn't it, like, after Nahui Mictlan?
Yes, it's actually right after Nahui Mictlan.
That's what I thought.
So that's where I'm going to have you read it, is after Nahui Mictlan.
Yeah.
There was some thought that I could have you, because it's not really that big a deal to start it earlier than that. There was some thought that you could read it either just before the event rerun and we put out an off-the-shelf with the event rerun, or just after the event rerun, you just play the event. But I think we need to focus too much on catching up right now for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. May's gonna be funky. I'm definitely gonna make sure that I'm streaming Atlantis every week for like a decent amount of time, but I don't know if it's gonna be like on the same day every week or anything to accommodate the rest of my schedule for the month. You know? It's probably going to be like whenever I can find time. I might even try to... I think I've been talking about it for a while, but I might, just for the purposes of Atlantis Olympus, probably like use a couple of Sundays to run longer streams when I can.
Because Atlantis Olympus is really the important one to get through. Because if you get through Atlantis Olympus before your trip, you have the rest of the time until your trip to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You want to read Heian Kyo, you can. You want to just skip it, you can. And then when you get back, at that point you just skip Heian Kyo if you haven't read it yet.
Yeah.
I think the key though is that when you get back from your trip, you pretty much need to hit the ground running on Avalon the Fae just because of its raw bulk.
Yeah. I saw how long it was.
It's basically like 2.5 to 3 chapters in one.
That's what I figured. Chat pointed out the little roadmap bubble that they gave us.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, look, because it like basically if you look at the court number, it tells you how many sections are in each one.
And you can see how
it's 40.
How many courts you're getting.
There are 40 just in the sections.
That event gives you, I want to say it gives you 3 Holy Grails.
I didn't even look at that. Oh dear. Well, that's not the most convenient. Okay, I grabbed a different Ibuki than what I'd been using. Why is this year's summer gonna last a week longer?
It's actually gonna last a lot longer than that. I'm pretty sure. This summer is like actually main interlude. It's part 1 of it's like basically the prologue to a main story chapter. And that main story chapter, you're gonna basically get that entire like a month and a half to play the event because they want time to play the event and then play the story chapter before the story chapter's time limit hits. Then they later they'll launch both as permanent things.
Ah, interesting.
I forgot there's a couple main interludes I haven't played yet. So when I look at the roadmap, it tells me the stuff I can get out of it.
Which ones have you not played?
Well, I played them all when they were events, but I didn't go back and replay them.
Ah.
When they dropped as main interludes. So the ones I haven't played, let me see. I don't even. Yeah, I did Sarah recently. That's done. So.
Wait, so if you play it as an event, do you get the rewards for it, and then you get them again if you play it as a story?
Yep.
Oh.
For some of them.
Huh. Interesting. Arkrug, please tell me why you keep commenting Huianzhou. Is it just because you really like Huianzhou?
I think that's actually a meme from another community.
Is it? Okay, because I've seen you post that when you come into chat the last couple of times, and I didn't know what it, like, I don't get it. I mean, it's a solid servant choice, but, you know.
Is that Klidge's community?
Oh, I have no clue.
I know there is in the general FGO space, there's one community where Huianzhou is a complete.
Huh. But what's the meme about? Like, what's the...
It's just I have no idea. I just know from when the summer Huianzhou came out, they were talking about her on like pretty much the only major FGO like straightforward podcast right now, and the person in there was joking about how that was a meme in their community.
I'm so very curious.
Yeah, I'm not very actively part of that. I just watch their videos once in a while, and I catch them and I caught them in that podcast appearance.
Huh. Okay. In other news, I was considering, because there's like a poster or two that I want to get printed so I can hang them up around my office, you know? And I was considering just making like a little like 8.5 by 11 like size like graphic of the 3 servants that I could never, Sakamoto, Sasaki, and Sakata. And just have like the 3 of them, but put like the wrong names on each of them, because I think it would be very funny. Granted, I think it would probably confuse me even more, but worth it. Yes. Those ones. Dakota Doyle, Sasaki Ryoma. Yeah. No, I'm never living it down. But hopefully if I become one with the joke and quote it enough times, it'll become significantly less funny. You know, beat the dead horse. Right, Knick Knack?
No.
You're so mean. I think it could work.
I think that horse will never die.
Or it becomes more funny, yeah. Or the Beowulf blood axe thing.
Look, if FGO community knows one thing, or if the fake community knows one thing, it's how to appreciate a joke that's been told way too many times for its own good.
Damn it, now, oh man, the Attack on Titan opening song is now playing in my head.
Why?
Because Arc Rogue said write Sasageo as the bottom text.
Oh.
And now I did my Sasageo, Sasageo, Shinzo Sasageo. It's just playing on repeat in my head. I feel so bad for Eric. He deserves so much better, but I also feel bad for Beowulf because I feel like Beowulf also deserves better. Like, Beowulf was so good in Anna, and I want more of him, you know?
Look, and year one characters, you either survive forever and you become the most commonly used character, or you are just forgotten about by the game entirely.
But Beowulf was so good in Anna. He deserves better. Then again, there are other characters who deserve better, which you guys will hear me bitch about when we release the Sin off the shelf, who also have gotten nothing.
I have a feeling you're going to be bitching about that character even more in the near future.
Oh no. You are not inspiring faith.
Look, that is the character that I personally vote is the character done the most dirty by the FGO rating. Like, more so than Blood Axe. At least Blood Axe can live forever as a meme. This character is just like the epitome of wasted potential.
That's true. I agree. Speaking of, editing Anna and Goddard Damarung made me renewed salty about my rolling luck. It was like just when I'd started to not be so sore that I have to edit those videos where I have to talk about it and I'm a little bit more sore, you know?
If it makes you feel any better, I put about 150 quartz into this Pilati banner and haven't gotten shit. I haven't even gotten the 5-star CE.
I appreciate the attempt, it does not make me feel better. Mostly because that's nothing compared to what I dropped into some of those fucking banners.
Yeah, but I can't use that to comfort you, because I have dropped compare banner from the expert. You got a shit ton of them.
I know! This bullshit is what it is. I had a horrible thought the other day because in chat you were talking about how I'll probably be really close to a pity for Tut.
Yes.
And the horrible thought I had was, honestly, if I'm like within 100 quarts of a pity, is it even worth it to roll? Because I feel like the same thing that happened with Ozzy will happen again.
It's like, oh, if you're that close to pity, should I just skip and guaranteed get the next servant that I want?
Well, not even, because I rolled almost 800 quarts on Ozzy and didn't get anything, you know?
Yeah, I know, but like, at that close to pity, it's like, ooh,
Yeah.
if that happens again, that's gonna suck, but if you wait just that little bit longer and you hit that 900, you're guaranteed to get your next target.
Yeah. Hey, look! You're Ibuki!
Yep.
Thank you.
You know, I probably should update my CEs so that they're up to date to the current event.
Probably. By the way, not to be that person, but you really should put a better CE on her.
Well, that was the event CE from the last event.
Yeah, you should fix that. I need her to start with more charge, Knick-Knack.
Not making any promises on that one. I always prioritize my best CEs for the support servants. The DPSs, they get whatever's left. And I don't know how many CEs I pulled from this event. I've got the ones from the shop, but I don't know if I burned them or not. Alright, event setup. So let's start with the arts. So my art setup. Do I even have... I haven't.
Oh. Well, that's annoying.
Yeah, she can have that damage CE.
Or, Knick-Knack, hear me out. You could put a 50% battery on her.
The damage CE is a 50% battery.
Oh, never mind then. Perfection.
My Castoria gets the chest rate of CE.
I'm almost afraid to ask how many pages the Atlantis Olympus PDF is.
Want me to check for you?
Yeah, just as like just to like see it compared to the other chapters we've had so far.
To prime you for it?
Yeah. Cause like so far the longest was Gotterdammerung at what, like 8,500 pages, so it was like 850 pages or something.
Give me a minute, I'll take a look. Just finishing up my support setups here.
Yeah, you're good.
Do I want to switch some characters around for the to give so that they're for see if I have any good event servants for these? I think they're pretty good. Buster, the Buster Sabers for that. Buster Archers, nope. Lancer's definitely not changing it. Rider, Buster. Touching the supports. Yeah, definitely touching Morgan.
I think the servant I want to be focused on leveling the skills up right now is Domon. Yeah. I think I want to get Domon's skills up, and then I'll pick another servant, and just one by one.
Here's the part where I switch off my Ibuki.
No! It's okay, I'm not using her right now.
Not gonna do that to you.
To be fair, I don't even know how often your Ibuki's gonna show up on my list. I just know that that was yours that I used last. But I have been rotating between a couple different people's.
Ibuki's better on the support list, but on the story list you might occasionally find Castoria Zerker just because she can work well as a boss grab.
Also, don't you have her at like NP5?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember when you rolled her at NP5.
Actually, Castoria Zerka's NP4. I
Oh,
didn't get
okay.
quite that.
Yeah, close though.
Okay, that's right, the PDFs. The PDFs.
Just as like a reference, because like I read God of Damarung in about 4 hours with distractions, you know, like to myself. Obviously that doesn't necessarily track to how long it'll take to read it on stream, but you know.
Remember, you also, even after you finish T.H.E, you can start Atlantis, but do still
Yes,
read
Imaginary Scramble. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so let me quickly print that to PDF.
Yay. Oh dear.
So how long was the longest PDF I sent you?
Well, you know what? I didn't check how long Yuga Kshetra was. Goddard Damarung was like 857 pages.
Well, Atlantis is 1,078 pages.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's Atlantis.
Yeah. Oh, is Olympus a separate PDF?
Yep.
Oh. Well?
Olympus is another 1,218 pages.
Okay. So 2,230 or so pages. Or no, 2,000, what, 2,300?
Yeah, about.
Yeah, 2,300. That's not terrible. I'm assuming Avalon LaFay is much longer.
You want me to check out on LaFay for the shits and giggles?
You know what? You might as well. Go ahead and throw in Nahui Mictlan, too.
That one's going to be shorter than Avalon LaFay, though, so I'm a little less. They have Avalon LaFay in the PDF split between 3 parts. So part 1 is... So part 1's only 758 pages.
That's not bad.
Part 2 is 706 pages.
Okay, 1,400. 15 to be safe with the extra page count.
Part 3 is another about 498.
Oh, that's only around 2,000 pages total.
Yep, so it's about the same as Atlantis Olympus combined.
Yeah, little shorter. Then some of the length of like the page counts though is formatting as well, because if this stuff was formatted better, it would not take as much space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fair. It's a fair bit of reading, but I don't think it's an unmanageable amount of reading altogether, you know?
Yeah. Nahui McLawn in full is 1,357 pages.
Oh, positively tiny in comparison.
Yeah, comparison to Avalon LaFay and Olympus combined.
Yeah. You know, for a given value of tiny, given that it's 500 pages longer than Goddard Damarung.
If you're curious, Nahui McLawn, or not Nahui McLawn, Haon Kyo is 812 pages.
Oh, so it's about the same length as Goddard Damarung. Okay.
Yeah. I want to see how short this one is.
Is it Trom?
Tunguska.
Tunguska.
497 pages for Tunguska.
Oh, same as Sin then, about. A little shorter than Sin, actually. Oof. Okay.
Trom is 1,030 pages.
Not bad. Like, page count wise, none of this is terrible, you know?
Yeah.
The numbers seem very large, but like from experience reading them, a lot of that is bulked out simply by the formatting of the way that these like pare down to PDF, you know? Like you lose a lot of space in the formatting. So
I am hoping, since we're relying on it a little bit, that Tri-Harmony stays like somewhat up to date in terms of what it's getting, because there might be a point where we have I might have to find somewhere else to get it if they don't update for the later ordeal calls.
well, it'll be a while before I get to ordeal calls, so
Next year.
yeah. Still gonna be a while though. Like that's not gonna be the front half of next year.
I think you have. So you have Trom and Nahui McLawn have the ordeal calls, and then I'm probably gonna have you read
And Tunguska.
Yeah. And Tunguska.
Yeah.
I haven't decided if I'm gonna have you read Samurai Remnant's collab, because it also ties in the main story a little bit.
Yeah. Speaking of, I didn't pay attention to it at the end of editing, but I believe there was a there at the end of Anna. You mentioned a event you wanted me to read that you were going to send me, and I don't remember what it was, but you might be able to figure it out.
If you want me to send it to you, I can, but I figured I was going to wait until you actively, like, till we were done with Imaginary Scramble and you were in reading Atlantis Olympus. Cause
oh, do you know what it is?
Yeah, I know.
I've completely forgotten what it was, even though I edited that video 2 days ago.
Yeah, I want to get you started on the Gouda Gouda series of events, because they're like a long running event series that has continuity between it.
Okay. I was wondering, because in the video, I think you said you wanted me to read it before we got on to the next chapter, but then we didn't end up doing that, so I wasn't sure.
It wouldn't have been. I don't think I would have.
It's in like the last like 4 minutes of the video or something, so if you wanted to like check and see what you said you wanted me to read that I never ended up reading.
I think I'll
yeah.
Because I've been sitting on that Gouda Gouda for a minute. But,
yeah.
Oh, you know what I wanted. I wasn't reading anything, but it was there's an OVA that I wanted to watch with you.
Oh, okay. It was something, you know.
That's one I wanted to get you on as soon as possible, but I keep forgetting to show it to you when we're hanging out.
Salad. Oh, what the fuck?
That dangerous not to have watched it before the point where we're at, but it is gonna before the finale. I need to show it to you, basically.
Valid. Knick-knack. My fucking chat just glitched. I haven't had it like. I've missed the last 15 messages. Like, genuinely. I just had to refresh my entire back-end studio page. Okay.
Is your chat set to live chat or talk chat?
It was set to live chat, and I didn't get any messages after the one about Eric Hu being not a joke exclusive to the community. Like, I didn't get a single message after that. I was sitting here and I kept looking over at messages going, huh, chat's really dead for there being people watching the stream. Okay, I'm gonna read some of these. Oh, I'm more than 30% more salt after all my bad lotto luck. That is true. I do need my own Ibuki, but my own Ibuki is not... Oh my god, I just looked up and there's 30 Columbuses. Big snick. Maybe if I was using Summer Melusine, but I'm not using my Summer Melusine right now, so it doesn't really matter. Vorpal chickens. Okay. Ah, okay.
Yeah, no, it wasn't an event story. I just said I wanted to send you the OVA. Let me see where can you even watch the OVA now?
Cat in a box. My cat is in the house. I don't know what she's doing right now. She's not hanging out with me right now. That's a lot of Columbuses. I don't like that. Okay, now my chat's keeping up. I don't know why it just, like, stopped receiving messages. Jesus. No, not yet. I want to.
So, Seki, that piece of homework, did you want me to send... Do you prefer I send it to you in Discord or in Messenger?
Discord?
Okay.
What is
You
it?
can either watch it together or you could watch it on your own. It's the OVA. I said I'd send it to you as just a separate thing before the next chapter.
OVA of what, Knick-Knack? Knick-Knack, I've been trying to ask this whole time, what of?
It's FGO, an FGO OVA.
But about what?
It technically released before the prologue of the Lost Belts and is hinting at stuff.
Okay. Hey, Knick-Knack, why have we not watched the Solomon movie yet?
Because they haven't finished the Solomon D&D chapter.
That's gonna be so long!
I could show Seki if she wants to, but I am not showing it to the others in the club.
No, you can't show it to the boys.
Yeah. We'll watch. So if Seki wants, like, we want to watch the Camelot movies at some point too.
God, I need to watch the Camelot movies.
Probably our next project after Korra.
Yeah, it's gotta be. And we're so close to done with Korra.
Yeah.
You know, not that Korra is good, but
now that I remember I said I was going to send you Moonlit Lost Room instead of watching it with you. I remember why I was going to watch it with you. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Moonlit Lost Room's that good. I don't want to watch it.
I'm just sad. I just remembered that you mentioned it at the end of the video, and I didn't pay enough attention to remember what it was, but I remembered that there was something. You know. POV.
You're gonna watch it and you'll be like, "Wow, that was nothing."
The Spanish Inquisition.
That's gonna actually be something later. So
I gotta be honest. Every single time I see a joke about the Spanish Inquisition, all I can think about is the Mel Brooks History of the Entire World Part 1. The Inquisition. What a show. The Inquisition. Da da da. You know? I bet you're wishing. Hey. Hey, Torquemada, what do you say? I just got back from the Auto de Fe. An Auto de Fe? What's an Auto de Fe? It's what you oughtn't to do, but you do anyway. I love that movie. I love that movie so much, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Did you bullshit today? Did you bullshit yesterday? Did you try to
bullshit today? Yeah. No! Yeah! The Inquisition's here, it's here to stay! That movie is so good. I am a comedian. A bullshit artist!
No, it was a stand-up philosopher.
Yeah, that's it. Stand-up philosopher. Then there was that awful joke about Christianity and paganism and the number of gods, you know? Love that joke. God, Mel Brooks just has such good movies. Have you watched The Producers, Knick-Knack?
No, I haven't.
That's right, we discussed this. Okay, we'll have to watch The Producers when we have some time.
I've seen the big famous clip, obviously.
I know, but the whole movie is worth it, you know? Either the old one or the new one. Both well, newer. I don't know if I am Jens after History of the World Part 2. I like the original movies, but I didn't particularly like the TV series History of the Entire World Part 2. I thought it kind of... It didn't fit. Like, it didn't feel like a good successor, and I feel like a lot of the jokes were trying to be too in the moment, like happening right now. Like they weren't like jokes that could be like, you know, eternally funny. They were jokes that were funny right then in that specific moment in time when the show was made.
Dakota Doyle, I'm going to answer your question for you. She brought a Berserker to a Foreigner fight because she doesn't change her team comp for anything, for any reason.
Exactly. That at least that was the problem I had with the part 2 gen, so I'm not really necessarily excited for Spaceballs 2, but I also don't really love Spaceballs 1. It's one of the few movies that like I just didn't particularly love out of his like catalog. Like I really like a lot of Mel Brooks movies, but Spaceballs just didn't do it for me somehow.
I love me some Spaceballs.
I know. I wonder if I maybe had watched it like closer to when I was still really into Star Wars, you know? Maybe I would have appreciated it more. But I really did only watch Spaceballs like in the last couple of years for the first time, and you know. No, Kamivox has the right thought process here, you know? Ibuki or Morgan, I mean, if so long as they hit like a Mack truck, it doesn't really matter. In my opinion. Sure, it's not the most optimal person to bring in, but honestly, is it stopping me? No. If you hit something hard enough, it doesn't really matter that you don't have class advantage.
Hey, look, it's my Morgan.
Yeah, it is. I deliberately picked your Morgan over the Ibuki that was sitting above her. Let's see. Blazing Saddles is fantastic. I love Robin Hood Men in Tights. I think Robin Hood Men in Tights is probably my favorite of the Mel Brooks movies, and then History of the World Part 1, and then Blazing Saddles, and then basically everything else.
I like Robin Hood Men in Tights. I feel like Blazing Saddles is funny, but I feel like it's a little overrated.
Well, that's why it's third for me, you know? It's not the best of his movies, but I just think that like Blazing Saddles is like a really good example of just like a movie that I don't think he could make today or make a sequel to today. Like it just wouldn't hit the same, you know? You could, in theory, make a really funny Robin Hood movie at any point, you know? And I mean, they did make the sequel to History of the World Part 1, and granted, I didn't think the sequel was great, but it exists. Blazing Saddles, though, I don't think they could make a sequel to that. Frankenstein Jr. I watched that movie, and I have virtually no memories of it. Is the problem? Like my friends and I had this huge Mel Brooks marathon where we went and we watched. I think we watched History of the World, Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, Producers, Men in Tights, and Frankenstein Jr. all in the same day. And the problem is I just can't remember Frankenstein Jr. So like... Huh?
I think the reason Blazing Saddles couldn't ever get like a sequel today in the same way Spaceballs could or History of the World could is because its ending kind of sucks.
Blazing Saddles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it has the best ending.
I think because for me the ending of Blazing Saddles is a little too Monty Python and the Holy Grail for me. Where like any like even if it's supposed to be a comedy, any connection you might have had to that comedic plotline completely cut out by the fourth wall break at the end.
Yeah, it is a pretty large fourth wall break at the end.
And it's for shock value, but at the same time, it's like, well, now I don't feel any like if they were to come back with another one, it just wouldn't work. I don't think it has anything to do with the humor. I think the humor is largely pointed the right direction to where they could get away with it today. They just have to tread carefully.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah. I do feel bad about Frankenstein Jr. and not remembering any part of it. I don't think, even though I think you could make a Robin Hood Men in Tights sequel, at the same time, I don't think you could. I know that sounds really contradictory, and what I mean by that is that Robin Hood Men in Tights actually wrapped up, like, really nicely, you know what I mean? And I mean,
it's the Robin Hood story. The Robin Hood story tends to wrap up pretty cleanly with the return of the good King Richard.
Yeah, and well, there have been Robin Hood sequels. I mean, there was the Princess of Thieves with Keira Knightley in like 2000 and something that followed up Robin Hood Prince of Thieves, kind of unofficially, officially. The Russell Crowe one, I think. And I really liked Princess of Thieves. It's not a particularly good movie, but I thought it was I enjoyed watching it when I was a kid.
I guess the question there is, nostalgia aside, how many Robin Hood sequels have been well received?
Yeah, there haven't been that many of them, I think. Is that either you get like a series about Robin Hood where they tackle different Robin Hood stories in different like episodes or movies, or you just get Robin Hood. Princess of Thieves is the only one I could think of off the top of my head.
If your Robin Hood story ends with the return of King Richard, you pretty much close that book in terms of telling a good narrative.
Well, I mean, there's the fact that you could like you could follow up with like more stress over succession in the British royal family. It's not as if that's impossible. You know?
It's not, but I think the problem is the core of Robin Hood is, as much as like people like to point it to the take from the rich, give to the poor. Let's be real. The core of Robin Hood is literally just King John sucks.
True.
Like nobody had a problem with in Robin Hood with the political system and the wealth distribution until King John ran what was already British monarchy into the ground financially. As soon as King Richard comes back in, and he wasn't a particularly great king, let me remind everyone.
Yeah.
Historically. It's suddenly the problem solved. It very much so. Hey, the actual story, it's very like King John sucks.
hey, yeah, Princess of Thieves worked with that too because it followed Prince John and Prince Philip, the illegitimate son of Richard I. It worked. No, I'm not saying it was a particularly good movie, but it worked. In the same way, you know? Young Prince Philip returning from exile in France to claim his throne after the death of Richard the Lionheart.
What I want to see is a movie about how stupid the Crusades often were. Like, don't give us Robin Hood Men in Tights sequel. Give us a Robin Hood Men in Tights prequel.
Yeah, the actual Crusades.
We kind of touch on it a little bit in Men in Tights at the very beginning.
We do. Can I say the graphic of him like fake swimming back to England to the tune of "Row, row, row your boat" is iconic.
Yeah.
Oh. Little Vinci. She's so cute. Yeah, Robin Hood can work as a TV series too, because it is a very episodic story, and there is kind of like a rotating cast, and there have been like a couple of like decent Robin Hood like TV series. But yeah. Summer Vinci's so cute. Who's up for Ascension in my bin right now? Who's got skill ups available in my bin? Almost everybody. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the event. Okay. Oh, man. I hate mindless grinding. Hi, Andrea.
That's why I don't do the mindless grinding on stream most of the time.
Yeah, but the problem is I struggle to do it if it's not on stream, you know? Like, we're
Podcast.
both aware of this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta do it. And if I gotta do it, it's probably gotta be on stream. So, how tempting would it be to punch me in the face if I try to suggest that I go again with anime submissions during our upcoming recording?
Very tempting. The hammer. And I hear hammers to the face are actually a quality cosmetic enhancement these days. It's all the rage with the kids.
You're telling me you don't want to watch Alvarez Part 1?
No.
Immediately after finishing Zero and Avatar?
No, you're passing it off to someone else. We are having a peaceful transfer of power here. I'm not watching another submission of Fairy Tail, my book.
Would you rather watch Beastars?
Yes, actually.
That's right, you like Beastars.
I'm actually curious to see how that story ends. I think this is the final season.
It is the final season.
It's also a one-core normal-sized season.
No, it's not. It's 2 cores.
Oh, was it 2 cores?
Yep.
I'm gonna watch both of them.
Yeah. No, it's a full 2 cores. And remember, he's allowed to do that now.
Yes.
So.
That's good him either way, though. I do want to be done with that start of the season. I'm sorry that the fact that they're anthropomorphized animals doesn't make me as creeped out as it makes you.
It doesn't. Yeah, I don't think saying it doesn't creep me out is going to help my case. It kind of does. Ooh, that's a very nice Mordred. Somebody has just given me a very nice Mordred. Very nice indeed.
That's a super Morgan.
It really is. Level 120, 10, 10, 10.
That thing's going on someone's grand setup in the future.
I know, it's beautiful. Right below it was a level 100 God Juna, too. We briefly discussed Destiny Order earlier before you got here.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dakota mentioned that I should probably just put Ibuki Doji on my Destiny Order. And I mentioned that she is second in line on my Destiny Order for Berserkers.
Who's your first in line for Berserkers?
God Juna.
That's right.
Yeah.
Those are the big three. Ibuki, God Juna, and right now Morgan, though Morgan's kind of going to be supplanted as one of the general big threes in December.
Yeah, but right now it's God Juna, Ibuki Doji, and Morgan for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a pretty solid, you know.
I mean, those are the big ones.
Yep. They are great.
You managed to get God Juna, and I'm not ever going to shut up about Oberyn.
Well, Cloud's in my destiny order. He's not
Like
first,
yeah.
but he's not last. You know? Andrea, wait, yeah, you're Nanako-san, right? Is she gonna be your Grand Berserker? I'm assuming, like, she's gotta be. Oh yeah, Nick Nack and I went through like a month and a half ago, and I basically named my top 3 out of every class for Destiny Order, just so I wouldn't have to like think about it or try to remember who I was picking each time. Because it makes my life easier. The only thing I don't have multiple picks on is Assassin. So. And that's just because I don't really have a whole lot of opinion about Assassins at the moment, you know?
Steggy, do you have any thoughts about Matthew Lillard?
Shaggy?
Yeah.
Yes, why?
Do you agree with this take from him?
Oh no.
The fans don't want me in a bathtub.
No, that's incorrect, categorically. The fans do want you in a bathtub, Matthew Lillard.
He's in Daredevil when he talked the episode director from making a scene where he was in a bathtub being confronted.
Yeah, no, that's categorically and factually incorrect. I can promise you the fans absolutely want you in a bathtub. Preferably with very few bubbles. I love Matthew Lillard. He's fantastic. I recently watched his Last Meals episode on Good Mythical Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It did get me a little emotional. It was very emotional as an episode, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kama's the only person in my assassin list for Destiny Order, Andrea, and it's just because I genuinely can't think of, like, another assassin that I particularly want at the moment. Like, I'd have to actually pull up a list of assassins and go through them, you know?
Let me do the hard work for you.
Are you pulling up a list of assassins and you're gonna go through them with me?
Yep, just all the 5-star assassins.
No, Grandpa Hassan betrayed me once. I will never trust him again.
I'm gonna use this tier list because it just has good filters. Alright. You have Clear Sky of Light.
Yep. Kama's my number 1.
Polka. Next is Polka.
Yep.
Gramps.
Mm-hmm.
Cleopatra.
I have Cleopatra.
Yep. Huyan Juo.
Mm-hmm.
Jack the Ripper.
Don't want him.
Li Shuen.
Don't know them.
Shootin' Doji.
Don't really want her.
Kashin Koji.
Don't really want her, necessarily.
Mysterious Heroine X.
Don't want her.
Semiramis.
Don't really crave her.
Osaka Behime.
Osaka Behime I would like. Huh?
Hoggers.
Yeah, I'd be down with getting Osaka Behime, but that's pretty much it. I think maybe T.E.S for gameplay purposes might be like my third, but that I would only need a third if I got Kama, you know? I have Cleopatra, and I ascended her pretty early, and I used her like a decent amount, like way back at like the very beginning of when I started playing FGO, because I got her really early. And I just haven't used her in like 2 years, and I feel so bad.
You don't use most of your servers because You don't change your teams ever.
Well, I would change my teams more if I took the time to go through and set up some preset teams. But I need to go
set
through
up preset teams.
I know, but I need to go and like clear out all of those like weird teams that I had, you know? Because I do switch between the Arts, the Quick, and the Buster team that you made me when I'm playing through chapters. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just not switching between teams.
Rely on DPSs. You primarily rely on borrowed DPSs, though, so you don't really use your own DPSs.
No, not really. I feel like Nick can probably explain why that's a bad idea.
Changong team?
Yeah.
That's a great idea. We'll stick all your favorites to be used as ammo. Blackbeard, Caesar. Maybe do a little bit of maybe we'll get a Kiara by then.
I don't understand Chengong. I think. I fear I don't understand.
It's pretty simple. You just fire your servants as missiles.
Huh.
The tactical Gong strategy.
That just sounds wrong.
You wanna know how you're really supposed to use him?
How?
So he's an art servant, so there's a lot of art supports. He's got Storia, Tomo, Proto-Merlin. What you do is you just put them all on a team with Changong, have them all buff Changong to hell and back, and Changong just fires them one by one into the enemy while causing the next one to come up, and they also buff Changong. So by the final round, you have Changong super buffed by almost all the art supports in the game.
Huh. Interesting. That's fair, Andrea. I haven't really thought about most of my grands except for my extra classes. Oh, it's your God Juna too. Okay. That's very nice to have a very good God Juna and a very good Morgie.
I've got a great God Juna. My Morgan's kind of
Hey, I used your Morgan. It helped me.
Yeah, she's only NP1. My God Juna's NP2, as is my Ibuki.
That's fair. The only thing I have...
like Morgan. Morgan is one of my favorite servants. I just don't have her at a high NP level.
Yeah. Are you ever going to invest in getting more copies of her?
I throw quartz and like tickets at her every I kind of like half throw them at her when I see her. I just have a lot of targets. If I get another copy of her, it'll probably be next year during the billions of rate ups. Because I'm not gonna need to roll for very many other berserker servants.
Okay. Yeah, Andrea, for me, I think at the moment my extra class choices are... I think we discussed it. They were sitting at Estrella and Ashia. Which isn't necessarily the smartest combination, but I think that gives me one of each triangle. And since you can only have, like, what, one of each of the types, you know? Extra 1, extra 2. And my Estrella is already NP3, 10, 10, 10, and I've got her up to level, what, like 100 or something? She's somewhere up there. Like, she's past... No, not 100, but she's, like, up there, you know?
My grand list moves around a little bit right now. I haven't settled on most of my grands.
Fair.
But, like, there's a few I'm locked in on. Like, I'm locked in on a Grand Kukulkan again. I'm locked in on Grand Alice again. And I'm locked in on Grand Ushi.
Okay. That tracks.
I'm leaning Grand Uesugi Kenshin.
That tracks. That makes sense. That's ruler, right?
Yeah.
So you... Okay.
And I'm leaning Grand Melusi.
Isn't that 2 rulers? I guess you could do 2 rulers.
I'm doing Lancer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Melusine Lancer. Okay, sorry. I was thinking Melusine Ondine. You mean regular Melusine?
Yeah, the ones I'm going back and forth on right now are Saber. I'm either going right now. I'm between Okita, who's NP2, or I have an NP1 Saber Medusa. Those two are kind of like Saber Medusa is really good in the grand slot, but Okita at a higher NP level.
Fair.
Archer, I'm between. Both these are NP1. I'm between Gilgamesh and Super Orion. And then Assassin, right now I have Kama sitting in like my little clanner place, but she's probably going to be replaced by the Assassin that launches literally days before the Grand Assassin duel. You don't know yet.
Fair. Really quickly, I'm gonna switch this over to a talk zone. I need to check a notification that just popped up on my phone.
Fair.
What was I gonna say? Oh, you know what? You know which grand selection makes me cry just thinking about it?
Which one?
Ryder.
You gotta pick someone.
There's so many though. And I don't have all of them, but I have a lot of them, and there's so many good riders, and there's so many riders that I want.
Like you want the Nemo and Noah.
Uh-huh. And Ozzy. And I already have Odysseus.
Yep.
And Iskandar.
Yep.
Oh. It's rough.
I'm happy that my rider is set.
Oh, it's so rough. Riders are just painful for me. They're a painful thought. Because, like, it's not just that, but it's like... Because I want to... If I look up... Sorry, give me, like, 2 seconds. Like, if I just look up, like, my favorite riders, right? Like, oh my god, there's so many good riders, you know? There's also Cats.
Oh, you have a Cats, don't you?
I do have a Cats. And there's Da Vinci Rider. Even okay, like
you have Rider though, Da Vinci Rider though, so
I don't have her, but I would want her. You know which one hurts? If Carmilla Rider was a 5-star, I would in a heartbeat make her. I would in a heartbeat go for her with all of the strength in my body, you know?
I mean, I can say she's not the best at the duel, but you can still grail her and get her to do the grand with her if you wanted to.
I know. There's also Canis, and there's Cinderelli, and there's Dobrynia, and there's Nemo Santa. There's Nemo Noah. And there's Creamhill. There's Kyokute Baki. There's so many riders that I want.
Well, for what it's actually no, Creamhill launches before the Rider Grand Duel. Never mind.
I know, but it makes it easier if it is a 5-star Dakota Doyle. I don't have Summer Carmilla is the problem.
True, that is.
I want Summer Carmilla so incredibly badly, and I do not have her. Did I? Yeah, I switched you guys back. Okay. Yeah, my stream's just not live. There we go.
I
feel like Saber also has the potential to be pretty rough for you.
Probably does.
It's also the first one you have to think about.
Let me take a look at Saber. Okay.
Saber is the very first Grand Duel.
Yeah. I mean, Saber for me, I think, like... There's Rama. But I don't have Rama. Sigurd, but I don't have Sigurd. I do have Hokusai. Dioscuri. I think Dioscuri is probably my top pick. I just need to get Dioscuri. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love Dioscuri. I just need to get them. I suppose like in a vacuum, if I had to pick a Grand Saber and I didn't have a Dioscuri yet, I'd probably pick Satanta.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But I do desperately want the Dioscuri.
I want to say the next one is Berserker. After that. I guess Berserker's pretty easily going to be your Coulter.
Yeah, probably. Unless I happen to get a God Juna before then.
Yeah. Really, God Juna's the only reason I haven't told you to just start throwing Grails at Coulter.
Yeah.
Oh, Loki's going to be out before then, too.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, if I could get a Lohi, I'd go for a Lohi. Damn it, Knick-Knack!
After that, it's Lancer.
Oh, how much does Lancer hurt me? Hold on. I feel like Lancer seems very logical, but I could see where I might.
You had a couple things you could do, like off the top of my head. Like obviously the coup in the room is always there.
Yeah.
You also have Skahawk. You also have Vritra.
Yeah. But I think if we're talking about like maybe like dream servants, right? Or like servants that I think would be fun to do, there's definitely some other options, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't like if I had a Karna or a Brunhilde, like Lancer, it'd be funny to make it Fionn.
And also this raid launches with Indra.
Yeah, that's true. I really want Indra. I also Nagao Kagetora, and I do have Mysterious Alter Ego Lambda. Canis would be great, too. There's a lot of Lancers I like, too. Indra's a big pull, though. I would definitely try to get Indra, like, very hard.
What extras are you feeling right now for the two extras? Because that's next for the two extras at the same time.
Estrella and Ashia right now.
Okay. Well, Estrella's pretty shooing because you have her already raised in higher MP levels now.
Yeah, no, Estrella's definitely one of the two. For the other one right now, I'm looking mostly at Ashia. Just because I'd like it to.
Triangles, so.
Huh?
That does give you both an extra one and an extra two, so that would actually be good to have one of each.
That is the goal, to have both an extra one and an extra two.
The funny thing. No, I won't bring that up.
Yeah, Jeds, it's okay. It's living in my head too, rent-free for the next 24 to 48 hours.
Assassins will be funny if you don't pull Kama in like the Destiny order.
I'm gonna be honest. If we hit the assassin duel and I haven't pulled Kama, it's gonna be either Wu, Nitocris, or Cleopatra. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just gonna be one of those three. Probably Nitocris. Maybe Cleopatra. I think those two run a little bit ahead of Wu Zetian for me. Just a little.
And it's Archer. We're almost doing it.
I mean, let's be honest. Everything is rough for me because I like so many characters.
If you get a Balbon by then.
Oh, Summer Balban, I would kill. I would kill. But Summer Balban isn't an archer. You mean regular Balbanchi.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think my dream archer is getting Durga. That would be nice. Realistically, do I think that's gonna happen? Probably not, but you know, a girl can dream.
You aren't really sitting on any 5-star archers right now, though. I don't think.
No, like I said, if I hit if I hit the archer duel right now, and I had to pick an archer out of who I currently have, it'd be Ajvathaman.
And then finally, Caster.
I mean, I'm trying to get Castoria.
Look, everyone in the world would love you if you drew up a Grand Castoria. Grand Castorias are going to be a hot commodity during those raids because you get support servants.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm kind of torn towards Kukul and Casku. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm very much pulled towards the idea of a Casku Grand. I think that would be fun.
You don't want a Grand Waver?
A Grand what?
Waver?
Oh, I forgot about Waver. Okay, I'm a little bit more toward. See, this is why. This is why these are hard decisions for me, Knick-Knack. This is terrible. You're naming things that I want. And you know what the worst part about this is? All of these rankings aren't even accounting for the servants that I haven't met yet and stuff I haven't rolled on.
Yep.
You know?
And there, you do already have Woo Caster as well.
I do. But Woocaster for me is... But Woocaster for me is behind,
Waver and Coup?
yeah.
Oh, you know what? No, I know who your archer is going to be.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm not going to say it, but I know who your Grand Archer is going to be.
Okay. Ugh.
Caster is the highest Grand.
Yeah, outside of Estrella, I'm sort of holding off a little bit on committing to anything as a Grand until I've seen if I can get a couple more things out of the roll tables, you know?
Yeah, I mean, ideally, you don't really start working on your Grands until you hit the, really, you'd want to start, if you're, as best you can, you'd probably want to start early next year, like in January of next year is like the latest you can start and be able to keep it good enough.
Yeah. It's more so just because there's like a couple of things where like I desperately want a servant I don't have yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dioscuri, you know?
Yeah. Problem with Dioscuri is going to be among the first of the Grand Raids to come around.
I know. I've been trying on Dioscuri. I've thrown courts at them almost every single time I've seen them have a banner raid up. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I've just not been lucky enough.
Always the 5-star ticket.
I know. Didn't I say... Oh. Didn't I say I was going to use the 5-star ticket for something specific?
I can't remember what it was off the top of my head, but yeah, I think you did.
I think I did. I just can't remember what it was. What's on the 5-star ticket?
You have a spreadsheet, so...
Yeah, but the spreadsheet only includes...
servant and story-locked servant.
So the ticket includes basically everything, right?
Everything that's not one of the limited time servants.
Okay, so
it includes some big hitters like for you, like Ozzy.
I already said I
Fury
can't.
Eye.
I already said I can't use the ticket on Ozzy.
I think Brynhildr would be on that ticket.
Well, if Dioscuri's on it, that's probably one of my best options. I'm assuming Castoria isn't.
No, she is not.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that would be everyone's pick.
Yeah.
Basically, we're hitting a point in the game right now where Castoria is such a common element on teams. There's a not insignificant reason to just give the players Castoria.
Is Lohi on the 5-star ticket?
Yes, she is.
Oh.
No, she's not, because she comes out afterwards.
Yeah, because my 5-star ticket's it's coming up this anniversary, right?
Yep. In theory, Lohi could have been if she had released first.
Yeah, but she's not releasing first, so she's not going to be for me.
Yeah, the next time they do a 5-star ticket, she'll be on.
Not in NA, Luis. Is she?
Not in NA, but the next time after this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we're...
Like if they do another one in JP.
Yeah, no, we're talking about this coming one, like, this summer. Yeah. I'm just trying to think.
Connie would be pretty good for Grand Archer Duel, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I want to say I picked who I wanted to get for the 5-star ticket, and now I can't remember who it was. I might have to go through the list again. Write it down somewhere. You know?
I feel like you did write it down.
But I don't know where I wrote it down. Because I have the Destiny Order spreadsheet pulled up.
Get down. Down, Jack, down.
And it's not in here. I just have my Destiny Order top 3s. So I don't know where I put it. Okay, because I think we discussed this. Is that this anniversary? There's a Destiny Order, and then there's the Lucky Bags. And I know which Lucky Bag I'm rolling on. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lucky Bag you're going on is like that really nice one with like Astoria, Oberon. Was it Morgan in there?
I think it's Castoria, Oberon, and someone else.
Yeah, there's no losses on that Lucky Bag for you.
Yeah.
There's things that you want less, but there's no losses.
Yeah, because between that and Destiny Order, I was hedging my bets toward trying to get a Castoria, because Castoria is going on my Destiny Order. And I was going to do the Lucky Bag first, and then the Destiny Order. Because if I were...
it was Morgan, Melusine, Castoria, and Oberon.
Yeah. It's a perfect one.
That is objectively probably the single best Lucky Bag banner.
Yeah. There's no losses. Nothing is bad. Everything gives me something I could use. Like, absolutely everything. That's a pretty solid list of grands. Not gonna lie. More solid than my list, given that my list is currently in flux. If I were to get, like, if I get Castoria on one of those things and stuff, I don't know. I'll probably use the. I mean, it's a probably pretty good chance that I would then use the 5-star ticket for like the T.H.E or something, you know.
Well, Castoria is not on the 5-star ticket.
Well, I know, but I mean, just like thinking about like what I would use the 5-star ticket on, because I in principle, I refuse to use it on Aussie at this point. I am gonna get an Aussie by rolling or nothing. Like that's just how this is gonna go. Aussie either comes to me naturally or never. You know?
Well, T.H.E does play well with Castoria, so.
Yeah. And that would give me, like, a saber to focus on, you know?
Yep.
Because right now, I'm not really, outside of Satanta, I haven't really gone in for anything on my sabers, you know? What class is Kate Kusar Priestess?
Pretender.
That's what I thought, yeah. The Trunk Sisters...
A little bit of a harder class.
Yeah, the Trunk Sisters are also a saber, but I definitely want T.H.E more than them. There's a lot of reasons I want T.H.E, and that, like, it definitely means that T.H.E is my first pick on a saber. So. Like that's not a maybe, that's a given. Like my first pick on a saber is Dioscuri.
それは絶えずにた滅びの最果てにありなトリバースロードキャメル次の戦場に案内してくださいまだまだ打ち足りません
But I don't. Are they on the 5-star ticket? You said they were, right? The Dioscuri?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I'm very excited to see them in Atlantis Olympus. What? What are you guffawing at?
Look, I'm not guffawing because there won't be plenty of them in the story.
I don't care if they're on my side or not. I'm excited to
I'm
see.
not even saying if they're good or bad characters.
I'm excited to see a lot of the servants in the Atlantis Olympus chapter because I know I'm excited to see Odysseus as well. So, you know. And to hear more from Canis. Honestly, the first two Lost Belts really kind of endeared me to wanting to get more from Canis, I'm gonna be real. Like between Anna and Götterdämmerung. You know?
Canis somehow shows more toxic masculinity than any other man you know.
But I kinda love her for it, you know?
Yeah.
It is iconic. I mean, I guess I'll see Orion. I don't dislike Orion as much as I used to. I never really disliked him, but like he's definitely grown on Super Orion at least has grown on me for like how useful he is in gameplay. I can't.
I think you're genuinely really gonna like Atlantis a lot.
Look, I think I'm really gonna like Atlantis too. Here's the thing that hurts the most. Like, so far, I've liked the base premise of every Lost Belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not always in the full execution of it, but you've liked the stories overall.
Yeah, so like I don't have any worries that I'm not gonna enjoy Atlantis Olympus. I mean, I'm sure I'll have some.
For a number of reasons, I just think Atlantis, maybe not the Olympus chapter, the Atlantis chapter specifically is going to be your favorite chapter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll have some issues with the pacing, but I think that that's just a given at this point for me. With like all FGO related stuff, you know, seems to have pacing issues. And like the thing is, in Reacts, we've already gone over like the mech gods and all sorts of stuff. So like I'm kind of going into Atlantis Olympus with like a decent amount of like preparation, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like at least there's less things to break my brain, you know, than there would have been if we hadn't done some of these servants already.
I mean, you have the most basic background knowledge. You know about the Met God, so that can't shock you. I've given you a thorough explanation on Velber 01.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
I heard it, Velber 01.
Sorry, not Velber 01. Velber, was it?
02?
02, sorry. I'm a bad Altera fan.
Yeah, you're confusing me. You need to be more careful. Yay! We're in a new section again. How many sections are in this?
What section are you on?
I'll tell you in a minute. I'm in section 7.
Let me tell you where you're at. So, at 7, there are, including the 11th, there's 11, 12 if you count the little mini scenario to get the last extra copies of Da Vinci.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, it could be longer. Why? How is the game not letting you breathe, Kamivax? Is it just all the events that are popping in that's got you busy? So you're struggling with Trom and stuff, or is it just other stuff?
You'll have, if you're far back in story, you'll have plenty of time in the summer where we get that large month-and-a-half summer ordeal call. Because at that point there will be nothing running in FGO during the duration of that story run.
Mm-hmm.
It is just going to be that story run and the summer event. So if in the summer event's a main interlude, so if you want to grind this event, you can. But if you only want it for the story rewards, well, you could go back and play that later when it fully unlocks. So you'll have like a month and a half to play catch up on what you need to, or to get cooldown if you need it.
Oh, that's a really funny comment from Lucky Cat that I just saw. The nickel for single target art sabers that's a pair of siblings.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Mostly because it's accurate.
Yeah, I guess everything should be unlocked by now, I'm pretty sure.
See ya, Jens!
Like, is everything unlocked by now? Yeah, yeah, because I remember people talking about the 90++.
Hmm.
Because the 90++ is new. It was not in the previous run of this event.
Oh, nice. Oh, Kamivax says they'll make Alice their Grand Caster.
Nice.
I figured you'd get a kick out of that.
Alice supremacy.
Is Alice gonna make your grand list?
Yep, absolutely.
Nice.
She's gonna be a 120 eventually.
Nice.
I just need the EXPs and she's going to 100, and then probably around anniversary I'm just farm the fuck out of it.
Valid. Fucking Vorpal chickens.
Yes, Vorpal chickens!
I hate these bitches.
Ooh, Holland Wyverns.
I think I've only done a 90++ a few times.
You've tried a couple, but they're more challenge quests than anything for farming players.
They're hard for me.
Because unfortunately, you know what most of my successful 90++ runs comprise of?
Castorias and Oberons.
Koyan Skayas and Oberons.
Yeah, that would explain.
And usually you have to have a good server for it, and it's not always consistently going to be good for it. More often than not, if you want to, like, a lot of players have to work out multi-core teams, which just means more than one DPS in one team.
Yeah.
So it's 90++ is more about bragging rights than anything.
Well, Draco breaks a lot of things. I don't like the Vorpal chickens. I don't think I have as much experience with the monkeys, the Buster gorillas or whatever. But I've had to deal with a lot of Vorpal chickens. The problem is I would not use her right. I would just dump all skills, buff her, and then throw her at something, you know? And hope that would work. And that's not necessarily a guarantee of working. Oh. I think a cat came into my room when I wasn't paying attention. Because my door's more open. Well, they didn't hang out, so... I don't like these bird monsters. Oh, I didn't even notice that there were 99 of them. Fuck. When in doubt, throw a Barghest at a Saber quest. Even though I'm not gonna pick Barghest for any grants for myself, I will admit that Barghest is like incredibly useful in game, you know.
Oh, have you been using her lately?
Not in this event specifically, but I remember that I'm pretty sure Barghest and Melusine were the two servants that carried me through the Tamlin Cup when I played it. I literally would just trade off between the two of them, you know?
Shit, there's a raid tonight in JP. Not that I want to get to play it.
Not gonna stay up for it?
I gotta be in the office tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind.
If it's still going while I'm in the office, like maybe I'll tap in it while making phone calls.
Yeah. But not on its own necessarily.
Yeah.
Suck it, Vritra. Fucking evade. How long do you have that evade for, bitch? Let's see. Chance to reduce. Okay. Not a solid evade, just a semi-solid evade. Well, she's got resistance on NP damage, so like, you know, not the most helpful, but depends on the type of NP damage, because she still takes damage from some things, because she took a chunk of damage from Kukullen's NP. So. Nah, I didn't. Her stupid evade chance got me.
Cullen probably has some sure hit on his NP or something.
Something like that, I think.
A lot of that stuff.
Yeah. It's fine. Like.
Or is it? I don't know.
Suck a dick.
Or is it a chance?
It's not a problem anymore. I mean, it didn't remove the buff, but he was still able to hit in his NP, so not exactly doing a terrible thing. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a lot of... There we go.
Did you hear about the PlayStation DRM controversy?
The what?
Now on all digital purchases you make, if you don't log in online on PlayStation within 30 days, you get locked out of the game.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So if I spend money, right? Let's say I spend $60 and I buy an Atelier game and I don't open the game within 30 days?
No, if you don't connect to the internet and log into PlayStation every 30 days, you get locked out of the game. So you can't just play it offline after 30 days.
Every 30 days?
Every 30 days.
Wait, but if I own the game...
Yeah, you get locked out of it. Well, you don't own it. That's what they're getting you with.
Wait, I'm confused. So are they just, like, taking the game back if you don't log in every 30 days?
If you don't log on to the internet every 30 days, you just get locked out of the game until you log on to the internet.
Oh, until I log on to the internet. Okay.
Yes.
Knick-knack, the way you said that made it sound like they just stop you from using the game ever. I mean, I log on to the internet every time I turn my PlayStation on. It's not really necessarily a problem. I think it's bullshit, but it's not really a problem. Is offline play that much of a significant issue? Wait, why are they doing it to begin with?
Who knows?
Like, what's the point?
I'll put it this way: it's a significant enough issue. This is something Xbox tried to somewhat do, like in the Xbox One generation. It basically killed them. Like they have not recovered since then. Because players really don't like when you tell them you have to be online. You have to submit the PlayStation Online check.
I think I just don't.
You purchased.
Yeah, I think I just don't. I think I just don't get it. Well, but wait, by going on my PlayStation, do I not like log in? By just using my PlayStation?
If your PlayStation were disconnected from the internet, either because you decided you wanted to cut internet out altogether, or you just wanted to keep your devices offline, for one reason or another, or maybe your internet card or your wire. I guess your wireless card, if it broke, if it also affect your controller. But maybe you just don't have internet for one reason or another. Then your PlayStation for digital games at least becomes a brick if you've previously downloaded games after the period this is implemented. This isn't retroactive, so games you bought before, I think it was March 30th, doesn't affect, but anything after March 30th, digital games are subject to a 30-day check.
But so long as you log on to the internet, you're fine, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, that's not gonna affect me because of the size of games. Like, I always have to log on and undownload and re-download stuff because I haven't expanded the space on my PlayStation. So I constantly have to log in and undownload, re-download, but I don't know. I think I just don't understand what the point of it is, and maybe that's the point. Why people are mad, because it does seem like something very stupid to me.
The point is mostly anti-piracy, I think, and I don't know.
What does logging in online or not have to do with pirating games? Like, you already bought the game, right?
I really don't get why it's a thing, but it's a thing now, and people are kind of pissed about it.
Yeah, I think I just don't understand. Like, I understand the mechanics now. It took me a second because I really was not understanding it at first. I think I don't understand the point. Like, I don't know what PlayStation gets out of that, you know? Yeah, I think that's my question. Like, what does PlayStation get out of this?
The big thing that people are upset about is it is kind of a direct attack on the idea of digital ownership.
I mean, yeah, because in theory you should just be able to download your games and then, you know, they're good. Yeah, I can see that.
Don't act like you're not stupid. You don't get to post memes about that like you're not stupid.
What?
GameStop posted a meme that says, "Play really has no limits at GameStop." And then they put a PlayStation 5 under the disk drive and an arrow pointing at the disk drive that says no limits. Because discs are not subject to this.
Oh. Jesus. My brain is lagging like... Okay, is PlayStation adding age verification?
Probably everyone kind of is because of laws being introduced.
Wait, but how are they gonna... I don't want to submit, like, my fucking driver's license or something.
Companies go about it different ways. Some of them do that driver's license verification. Some of them just have you, if you've had a payment method added to the systems at all, they don't require it. So like that's a common one is to use the credit card. And if you haven't had something, if you haven't paid for anything digitally, you're required to submit like a 99-cent payment or something like that. That's one other way that people have done it in the past.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either, but these are laws coming out of the EU and the US right now.
I should not have to submit information about my age. Or who I am.
Discord's actually mandating age verification too for some people. I don't know the context. Like, it's not going to get everybody. I think it's just they flag certain accounts.
It probably won't flag an account if you've been on the site long enough, though.
Probably not. I think depending on what they catch you posting, or what servers you're in, you can get flagged as a potential child account, or you have to age verify.
That's a real fast way to get a lot of people to drop out of a lot of Discords and then get a lot of creators complaining.
That's actually something that's happening. There was for a bit a push against Discord.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because, like, you know. I don't understand the world. I don't get it. Jesus. Oh, these stupid fucking sprites. I hate them.
What sprites?
Fire sprites or whatever they are.
I thought you were talking like 2D pixel sprites or something like that.
Oh, no. I just don't like this enemy. I don't... Yeah, I mean... I can see how thinking about it more now, I think I can see why the PlayStation login thing would be annoying. Yeah. I use my PlayStation so little these days. I do think I am gonna move it out to the game room and then maybe try to be more, like, use it more often, you know? Because I have games that I have on PlayStation that I want to play that I can only play on PlayStation, and I need to just spend some time playing games that I want to play. Oh, hello, Peachy! Do you want to come say hello? Come here, chunky kitty. Oh! I got you, Chunk! Oh, hello, soft baby.
Becky, have you seen the Scientology building speedruns?
Yes, I have. Oh, hey, Peachy.
Other somewhat recent meme question. Have you seen the most recent live-action adaptation of the Dresden Files?
No. Scientology speedruns, Kamivax. I'm assuming that's what you mean when you said the what now. People have started to make a game of it to kind of try to sprint inside the main Church of Scientology building with cameras and get as far as they can before they get removed from the premises. It's honestly great.
I'm gonna send this to you in Discord. You should watch this later.
Are you a happy kitty? Hello, baby. Good girl. Oh. Good girl. I like the Dresden Files. I don't know why they're trying to ruin it for me. And by the way, have you started?
I had the plot of the... No, I haven't started it in this entire... So, do you want me to just describe what happened?
Sure. Okay,
The guy has a psychotic episode and thinks that he is Harry Dresden. And he is saving kids from and I have not read the book. I've had this entire plot point spoiled because of this stupid shit.
Oh.
He thinks he's saving kids from Victor's house.
Yeah.
So he goes up to a random house with a ring doorbell, rings the doorbell, and asks for entry. Homeowner answers the doorbell, but doesn't open the door, and is like, "No, you cannot come in." And the guy's like, "Do you know who I am? I'm Harry Dresden." And just loses his shit and eventually manages to get in the house.
Yeah.
And it's terrifying, but a little bit amusing.
Oh, Peachy, the precious fluff that you are. You are purring so aggressively. This is a happy cat.
looks like a happy cat. Oh, login. I haven't logged in yet for today. New login from 9.
Good girl. Stretch. Don't be lazy. Stretch for it. Stretch for it. Come on, stretch for it, baby girl. Darling, darling, please. Pretend like you exercise and stretch for it. Oh my god, you're so heavy. You are sitting on me with the weight of 1,000 suns. Ow. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Fuck, you're heavy. No, I'm covered in hair. Come on, Peachy. Turn around. Nope, right here. Come here. That cat is currently perfectly healthy according to the vet. She will need a diet if she keeps gaining weight, but we're hoping that she has plateaued and might even lose some weight over the summer, since she's getting less food access than she was before. She doesn't look like a basketball much. Oh, Peachy. She's a little bit more like a bowling ball, honestly. Hello, friend. You want to purr near the mic for me? I don't know how audible that was. I'll hold on to her while I click into the next node. Yeah. T.H.E is an existence. You want to go, Peachy? Alright, hold on. We're going to go down. We're going to go down. Oh, Jesus. Well, this was a black shirt that was clean. This is now a vaguely orange shirt because of all the fur. She waltzed out. The thing about Peachy is you touch her and fur goes everywhere. Doesn't really matter what season it is, she always seems to be shedding. I can actually kind of see the pieces in my larger screen, so like it's bad in some places. Like, this is why I should never wear black anymore. I have a cat hair roller on the side. Ugh. Jesus. Here's the great thing about Peachy, Knick-Knack, is that I'm allergic to her, and she sheds all over me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Wait, Nobus. There are Nobus, Knick-Knack.
Yes. Thank Oki to Alter being in this event for that.
Jesus.
I'll be back.
You would think, Andrea, I actually have 2 of those and a shed glove. Pet her with those. Takes a ton of hair off, never stops the shedding 100%. Honestly, it feels like she should be bald at this point as much as she sheds, and yet she's not. Like, I love Peachy, but like, single-handedly, I could harvest enough fur off of her to make another cat out of felting that's roughly the same size and shape as her. In not too much time. Oh. Honestly, I need to just start, like, putting the vacuum on her rather than vacuuming after her. She is not the only one of our cats that sheds, though. We kind of all shed. Yeah, she really is an infinite fur dispenser. It's kind of like a special talent, honestly, I think. Like, it's gotta be a special talent at this point. Because there is no other valid reason for why that she is just always shedding. But she's such a happy kitty all the time. Like, she just loves people. And she loves being held. And petted. Sometimes I can get her to, like, if I'm on the couch, I'll get her to, like, jump up and down from the couch, like, exercising, like, repeatedly for, like, 10 or 15 minutes. But you gotta really tempt her. My phone is covered in cat hair. My desk is covered in cat hair. I am covered in cat hair. You back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh my god, look at that! Do you see the servant list I'm looking at?
Yes.
That's the...
Ibuki is going to be in pretty much any summer event.
I know.
As a common servant because she's so busted during summer.
I know, it's just so funny. Yeah, honestly, Andrea, I thought I was the person in this house who shed the most hair. No, it's Peachy. Like, I shed a lot of hair. You'd be surprised, but Peachy outsheds me regularly. But she's so cute. I can't be mad at her for it. She's such a happy, cute kitty. To be fair, her brother sheds almost as much as she does. He's just not usually inside for people to experience it. I know Loki sheds all over you, Knick-Knack, when he's inside. But his hair is, like, sometimes harder to notice because it's, like, black mostly. So. Sent me something. Oh, you did. Oh, yeah, it's the Harry Dresden. So, like, I didn't ask this. Follow up to that Harry Dresden thing. Does he actually think he's Harry Dresden? Or is...
Yes, like, this is a full psychotic breakdown.
Oh,
Like,
okay. That's not reassuring. That's concerning. That's very concerning. Okay. Oh, filthy. I do think, Knick Knack, that you would like the Dresden Files, which is why you have the
Oh, I
first
know, I've
book.
had-
Yeah.
You are not the only person to recommend it. And you and that one shared friend of ours are not the only people to recommend it to me.
Yeah. To be fair,
I just haven't.
Sorry, go on.
I just haven't had the time to read it, really.
That's fair. I have this other series that I'd really like to recommend to you, but I don't know. Like, there's this other series that I think, I don't know necessarily if you'd love it, but I think it would provoke a lot of interesting discussion, if that makes sense. Like, it's a good series. Like, I really like it. I don't necessarily know if it's, like, your type of book for a given value, you know? But it's such a fun book to read, especially, like, honestly, there's so many things you could discuss about it, like, in conjunction with stuff like Fate. Like, I know that's a really weird thing to say about, like, a regular fucking novel, but really you could. And it would be very interesting. So. Ugh. Valid. I haven't played the RPG. I've read the book, and I really liked the books when I read them. I'm not entirely caught up. Like, I haven't read the most recent couple books he's published, but I've read a lot of the original series, like the kind of older stuff, and I really like it. It's one of those series that's just really solid. At least in the beginning. I think I started to get a little fed up with it near the end. Like, the last couple of books probably like three back from where they are currently-ish. I started having some issues, but yeah, I don't know. Might just be growing pains. Sometimes it's just growing pains with series you enjoy. Like, you really like them, but you just, like, grow out of them, or they grow out of you. Or, like, you know, you didn't think that was where it was gonna go, and maybe you don't love the way that the ending is trending towards. The structure of this event, I think it's fine. Like, this is fun. It's not the worst event I've ever played. Although, I don't know, I've got a lot more tolerance for most events than I do for, like, other stuff, because I know that they're, like, smaller and temporary. Also, I mean, Nakanarea's summer event and Satanta's event were way worse than this. But there were other extenuating circumstances that caused them to be significantly worse in my mind. Like, not Satanta, sorry, Santa Carna. Like, Santa Carna I rushed through, and that made it more painful for me to play. Like, a lot more painful. And I think Naknarea I just didn't want to play after a certain amount of time. Like, I was just done.
You were burnt out because that was right after Santa Carna.
Yeah. Oh, it was so rough. I think the only event that I've really thrived on is the Tamlin Cup, and that was honestly because it was the first event I played and I didn't really have anything else going on when I was playing it. It was just 100%. Huh?
Tamlin also had no hard goals to push you up against the clock. Like Santa Carna, you had to, like, if you were done with Tamlin Cup, you could just be done with Tamlin Cup. Santa Carna, you had to grind a certain amount against Santa Carna itself. And the same is true for Naknarea.
Yeah. Yeah. Tamlin Cup was nice because it was just grind at your own pace and buy stuff, you know? And I think the other thing was my account was still a lot newer and, like, lower leveled, and so there was a lot of, like, tangible, like, evidence of the progress I was making when I was doing Tamlin Cup. Like, every couple of missions I'd get, like, a new master level, like, etc.
Yeah, that's everyone's first event, is they'll just shoot up levels because you're playing missions that are usually higher difficulty than not higher difficulty, but higher yield than your story quests to that point are.
Exactly.
I think
Oh,
my personal favorite types of events are the mission based ones like Lilum Harlot, just because it gives me something tangible to grind towards. Like I could see what like objectives I have to work towards.
yeah, whereas I think I struggle with those more, and I prefer stuff like the Pure Lotto that was Tamlin Cup. I think I do better when
See,
I'm just like left to my own devices with enough time.
I open up those things and I'll grind them for a bit, and I'm like, yeah, I don't need to grind some. I don't care to grind any. Whereas the mission objective, like, yeah, I want to clear all these missions. I want to get through this mission.
I gotta try
That's
to
why
I gotta try to like recreate the like what I was doing that was causing me to grind Tamlin so well. I gotta find like a good anime series that I can like binge that I haven't seen, you know? Because I think when I played Tamlin, I was binging something specific that I was just really enjoying, you know?
I mean, that's how I do most grinds. The other thing to remember is Tamlin didn't really have much of a story tied to it. It had a little bit, but not really. Other events have a lot of story, so you get like time gates, and you don't play time gates well.
No, I don't. Time gates are the bane of my existence.
Whereas like the optimal way to play events is genuinely just daily poke at them a little, see if you can keep up with the time gates. If you can, awesome. If you can't, it's fine. And it never feels like there's too much stuff to get.
And that pains me a little bit. It's very hard for me to play that way. I think I prefer to just drop a couple hours into something now and then than logging on every single day and doing a little bit. You know?
The issue though is that these events, the total grinding, and if you're reading time, is a lot more in a couple hours that you get to play all at once. Because they're a little bulkier than that. So when you save them all for the end and you try to play it all at once, it ends up feeling like a 6 to 8 hour slog.
Yeah. I mean, I try to do daily logins. I've missed a couple this last week unintentionally. And I don't know why, because I was logging in. I think I just was logging in like an hour in the wrong direction. Which was stupid of me. I should have paid more attention.
Events get significantly easier to grind once you have a good 3-turn setup.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I think I'm at the point where I could have set one up earlier today, but I don't know. I didn't want to think about it. It probably would have made my life easier, but I didn't want to think about it.
How would you? Because you don't. The problem is you don't have a lot of. You don't really have a good neutral AOE servant.
I would have set up Lancer Melusine on an arts team.
Oh, that's right. You do have
Yeah.
Lancer Melusine.
Well,
Yeah,
no, I would have,
Lancer Melusine gets the damage bonus in this event.
because I grabbed someone else's Lancer Melusine and then used my Melusine on Dine and Jufu.
Sorry, not Lancer Melusine. It'd be your Melusine Undying. Lancer
Yeah.
Melusine probably wouldn't play as well because Lancer Melusine's a buster servant for AOE farming.
Well, either way, I could do something like that pretty easily. I did do that earlier today.
Like you could probably very easily if you were to do. Well, no, because you don't. If you had a Castoria, never mind. The damage would be the problem with Lancer Melusine without Castoria borrowing.
Yeah. I hate stupid event quests. Okay. What do you do? I did, but I don't know him, Dakota Doyle, so it doesn't matter. I do really wish I had like 3 Buster cards pop up, but I haven't yet, so. I do love that we just throw a bed as an attack, you know? It is a stunningly hilarious attack. I know. It would have been nice if she had more. There we go. Oh, guts. Fuck you. Oh, fuck you. How long do you have that guts for? 2 more? Get fucked. Knick-knack. I don't like that.
You don't like a lot of things.
I don't like that he has a guts. This is an attack. A personal attack on me. Finally. Buddy. End your whole fucking career. That was unnecessarily long and annoying. Oh. I was to say there was definitely a point where I used Nightingale like a ton for something. I just can't remember what it was for. Okay, girly pop. I need to know what your envy does. Gets single enemy.
I don't remember what you would use Nightingale for.
She was... I think it was Santa Nightingale specifically. There was like... I think it was an event I was playing where she was like really, really useful.
Makes sense. Probably Santa Carta.
That might have been it, yeah.
But she would have had a damage bonus during that one.
Yeah.
You don't have Santa Nightingale, do you?
I don't think so.
Well, we'll burn that bridge when we get there.
Oh, was she in the... Is she in the shop?
She probably is. There's a fight she's really, really, really useful for.
Oh.
Coming up relatively soon.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could probably borrow someone else's. I don't know this character, so we don't chat. Don't talk about her too much. All right, let me
節は春。いよいよ。
Let's go exchange what I've got.
夏。さあ、
Oh, Jesus.
オープンチェスト。開封は慌てず丁寧にね。オープンチェスト。開封は慌てず丁寧にね。オープンチェスト。開封は慌てず丁寧に。
Ah. Okay. I think I'm gonna do this section and then I'm probably gonna be done for tonight.
Gonna have to finish all this up off screen, you think?
Yeah, because Thursday I'm starting Atlantis. If I can just find like the right show to watch, you know, and some free time, then I can get through this. I know I can. Do you know what I mean? Yep.
Have you watched? Have you done your rewatch of Fairy Tale yet?
Yeah.
No, never mind. I was saying rewatch your Fairy Tale episodes that we have to watch for this coming recording.
I'd want to pay too much attention to Fairy Tale is the problem. I need something that like I'm gonna enjoy, but I don't necessarily have to be like glued to.
Do that rewatch with Avatar you were thinking about.
The Last Airbender?
Yeah. You were talking about it the other day, like.
I was. I don't know though. It's
I don't think you've seen enough where you don't really need to watch the plot that closely.
Yeah. Maybe. That was possibly the most satisfying fucking kill, Knick-Knack. That was beautiful.
Full break bar knocked out with an Ibuki.
Yeah. 2 turn on something with 1 break bar. That's as efficient as you can get.
There's an entire FGO community built around that kind of, like that play, just finishing things in the minimum amount of turns you possibly need.
I know. That was beautiful. Chat, no, you're gonna make me go vomit in the bathroom after stream. Don't do this to me. No, Domon is a precious...
This is actually Doman's fault.
No, Domon is a precious angel baby who never did anything wrong, Knick-Knack.
He's literally working for Columbus in this event.
Domon is a precious angel baby who never did anything wrong.
He mows Columbus's lawn.
Domon is a precious angel baby who has never done anything wrong.
Motherfucker is responsible for your sleep paralysis, demon.
I am a proud Domon apologist in FGO.
Yeah, it's Doman's fault. That Columbus egg, that is 100% Doman's fault.
Well, yeah, but you know what the great thing about eggs are? You could break them.
Well, you couldn't even look at the animations of the Columbus egg for 5 seconds.
It was disgusting.
You have to fight that day.
It was disgusting.
And it's not the last time that's going to come up either. Like, that is just now an enemy file they have sitting around to reuse, and it's all Doman's fault.
I refuse to believe that my precious baby did anything wrong. Look, Andrea, it might be a red flag, but boy do I like the color red, you know?
Might be a red flag, but I'm colorblind. It looks green to me.
Exactly! Knick-Knack gets it. Red flag? Where? Sorry, I have red-green color blindness. Oh, love that.
They dropped the story drop for the for Strange Fate collab a little early.
Nice.
I think it's just that we're all caught up on the story for when the raid starts at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I don't want to play a raid at 2.
No, 2 a.m. in the morning sounds disgusting. Oh. Oh. I do so love a time limit. Okay, I have buffed you to the point of absurdity. Let's see how much damage you can do. Haha! Suck it!
I'm fighting an enemy of 1 million HP right now.
That's disgusting. Why? Who? How?
I actually don't know who yet. They haven't really. And I did over 1 million damage with my NP.
Gross.
Easy kill. We actually don't know who the enemy I just fought was. There's speculation it might be Prince John.
Chat! Which of these options gives me an easier fight?
I think it just decides the order of operations here.
Okay, Andrea, I trust you. It's a comma. That's fine. I can... Which comma is this?
Debates or berserkers.
This is Avenger comma. Is Avenger comma a quick?
Avenger, comma, is an art servant.
Art servant? Okay. Okay. Lord only knows how this is gonna go now.
Poorly.
Shut the fuck up.
頑張ります。期待しない
Why
で
do I have
く
to
れ
use
る
a
と嬉しい
comma?
です。コーチのご指定ありますか？打ち漏らさない。よーいしょ。会場で戦いましょう。打ち漏らさない。キャビンで待っていて。お願い。見えた。フェアリーコントロール。すぐに帰るよ。グッドハンティングフェアリー。君たちのこの名はメディシン。ラップの水の乙女。ショーダウンワーロンナイト。はあ。頭冷やかった。調子に乗って。バカンスはここまでね。
Fuck off.
お願い。楽しみですね。走れ。ジャレット。ダンク。
Ew. You a dick.
仰せの魔法ね。一緒にね。エースの発射。記録更新楽しみですね。フライトラインクリア。レディーラウンチゴー。オンディーヌ出る。 ASM 発射。ジャレットフルオープン。道を描け。フライトアルビオン。面倒面倒。
Monkey.
怖い私をちょっと追加。怖い私をちょっと追加。
Hello, little monkeys.
決めました。楽しみ。
Die, little monkeys.
魔王の誘惑いかがです？
I was like, Kama has some of the best outfits, like across like all of her different sprites. You know, Kama just always looks fantastic. It's like the bright colors, the patterns, the shapes. It always looks so good.
落ちたかな。どうかな。
I know her illustrator draws so many images of Kama, and I love them all. Do you remember when we were doing the Kama images, Knick-Knack?
Yes.
In the Kama video? There were so many of them.
You'd only ever see that many commas in an amateur English student's paper.
Or a paper of mine, to be honest.
Fair.
Sometimes Oxford commas are your best friend. Oh, yeah. Like, that's definitely a given.
はち切れそうでしょ
Is Redrop the one illustrating the manga for it?
扱ってあげましょう
Well, I haven't used my Da Vinci yet, so I was unaware. I've only used her for, like, the required, where I had to put her in the front line. Okay, nice.
あいたヘイファンタスティックホワイトボー
Damn, girly pop.
いいじゃんかかってきなそうだよそうだよよそ見してんじゃないよ
That's okay.
Go! Okay!
I read skills. I just don't. I didn't think I needed Da Vinci on the front line. I know how to buff an Ibuki when it's given to me. And Coulter makes a good, like, shield. I think it's so funny that I use Coulter as, like, a shield at this point. Like, that's actually the height of madness.
I mean, you don't really have very many Berserker options other than Call. Not good.
I know. Okay.
That's sort of why you lean so heavily on culture.
Yeah.
インフォメーションを確認してるオープンチェスト
Because trust me, as soon as you get a God Juna or something, I have a feeling that kind of takes Coulter's role. Coulter might actually fall to the back line.
Yeah. An AoE Berserker would do fucking numbers for me. You know?
And technically you have Zhang Yu, but he just has pretty poor recharge.
Don't get me wrong, I like Zhang Yu. It just... He's never the number one choice. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. I was going to maybe use a God Juna, but... I guess I could refresh. Because I don't... Yeah, those skills aren't 10, 10, 10. I'll refresh. See if I can find a... It's been a hot minute. Oh, that works. As much as I love Coulter, Knick-Knack, I am starting to hate him a little bit.
I mean, all he does is hit something hard without having to think about team setup. In theory, anything with a class advantage in a node would do as good a job as Coulter.
Yeah. I mean, he's there, but... You know.
If you were to in a Lancer fight, sub him out with your Satanta, probably doing most of these.
Yeah. Like, I love Coulter, I'm starting to hate, like, having him on my line all the time when I'm using a Buster team.
I mean, it's not like he's really doing that much on the Buster team other than giving you some hard hits.
I know. I consider moving him to a different spot in my lineup. Like, permanently. But, like, I just kind of don't... I don't know. I think I need to...
You don't know what you'd replace him with.
Yeah, because, like, yeah, I borrow DPSs, but, like, Koyan and Juge on the front line is not necessarily a better option, you know?
Not when you can just swap Zuge in.
Yeah, especially because Coulter's at least got, like, the evades and the guts, which are a pretty big benefit of having him. Is the ability to have the evading and guts.
If you had another battery servant, you might make something work with in the front line, with secondary support in the front line. But
Yeah.
what you're doing, it'd be more important to have another AoE servant in the front line.
Yeah. I really could use another AoE servant in the front line. I just don't have one. At least not one that's, like, ready.
The other problem, though, is if you had an AoE servant in the front line, you wouldn't be borrowing a God Juno. You'd probably be borrowing a Koyan Skya or something to make it 3 turn.
That's true. That's true. That's fair. I think in events like this where there's just a lot of grinding, I think it's like a safety to kind of just fall back on grabbing like a really overpowered berserker and just relying on them, you know? Like, I know that that's not necessary. It's not the smartest decision, nor is it probably the most effective decision, but it's just so simple, for lack of a better word. Like, I don't have to think about it, you know? I just do it, and I know it's gonna work like 99.9% of the time. And the chunk of time where it doesn't work, it's usually because I fucked up on something, not because the servant isn't able to just destroy, you know? Like, God Juna just did 1,000,000 damage, you know?
You know, I bet you I could set you up with a pretty good 3-turning setup with in arts using your summer mellow scene for this event.
I wouldn't mind trying that, actually.
Basically, the idea would be Zufu, Melusine, Ibuki, and like borrow an Ibuki Berserker, then have Zuge in the back line. Use Melusine to buff both, because Melusine's arts buff is AoE, to buff both Ibuki and Melusine. And then Melusine takes out the easier wave, so if the first wave is lower HP, you hit with Melusine. Second wave, you use Ibuki's battery to power Ibuki up. NP, use Zufu's battery on the final wave, swap in for Zugate, and if you get enough refund from Ibuki on the wave you use Ibuki's NP, you might be able to immediately third wave Ibuki NP again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
At that point, you have 70 batteries, so you need to make up 30 if Ibuki charges 30 from her NP.
Yeah. Alright, guys. I think having finished that chunk, I know that I just got 2 maps, but I'll do those later. I think for me, that's going to be it for today. We've actually made it pretty far, so...
Yeah, you only have one little chunk of the Holy Grail left.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm not going to keep playing tonight because it is 10 p.m. now. And I would like to be up at a reasonable time tomorrow. And able to function.
Oh, that's overrated.
No, Knick-Knack, I'm trying to keep a healthier sleep schedule for work purposes. Even when I don't have a shift, I like to try to be up at a reasonable time in the morning.
Can we expect to see you in the story chat tomorrow on the Discord with you, etc.?
Yeah, that's my plan for tomorrow. So I'll be chatting about Yuga Kshetra in the Discord tomorrow. So join the Discord if you're not already in it, if you want to hear my first look thoughts before the Off the Shelf gets recorded and comes out. Should finish. My goal will be to finish Yuga Kshetra and Imaginary Scramble, but we'll see about Imaginary Scramble.
It's a little less important.
Yeah, do I need to finish Imaginary Scramble to start Atlantis?
No, in fact, Imaginary Scramble was released after Olympus, but canonically it's before Atlantis, and it gets often lumped in before Atlantis.
Okay.
Now with the chapter numbering, so it was like kind of assumedly it's like a delayed event, like it just released late because they didn't have it done in time.
Okay, that's not bad then. All right. So yeah, Yuga Kshetra tomorrow, which will be good. Not tomorrow, Thursday. A video will go up tomorrow though, and honestly, there's probably gonna be like basically just a video going up every day this week.
You got a lot of editing done recently.
Yeah, I got a shit ton of editing. It's not all going up this week because like I'll pepper some of it throughout May, because otherwise it's just an overwhelming amount of videos. But there's at least 2 more videos coming out this week, if not 3. So let me know, or not let me know, or check out those videos when they come out. Knick-Knack, are you streaming again this week, or is it just me?
No, not again this week. Unless you don't, if you don't stream Thursday, I might pick up and do a second stream Thursday. But if it sounds like you're pretty set to stream Thursday,
yeah,
unless something goes wrong.
I'm streaming Thursday. Yeah, I need to start
Somebody has to
Atlantis.
go on.
Yeah. And remember, guys, hold me to. We'll do a certain amount of Atlantis, and then before I log off the stream, I have to do like at least one free quest or something. Because I gotta keep making progress through those.
She doesn't want to become me with over 100 rank ups and interludes.
Yeah. Or a rank up. We have plenty of rank ups for me to work on, too. We've got, like, 15 of those still. I don't have any of the other one, but I have rank ups, so that's the other thing. If you see me on stream, before I end it, remind me to do a rank up. Alright. Toodles, everyone!
See ya.